60 years of Super Bowls have led us here. More history to be written tonight as we get underway. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
And there are a lot of quarterbacks who had terrific careers. Think about guys like Phillip Rivers, Randall Cunningham, Dan Fouts, Warren Moon. But they never got to a Super Bowl. Yet here he is in his second NFL season, already getting his chance. And we harken back to Dan Marino, another superstar, made it in his second year, lost the game, and never made it back again.
Here's Daniels. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. Now Daniels. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Pittman. And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Ravens now as they get set for their opening possession. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his second year in the NFL now.
And no doubt he's living out a dream right now he's had dating back to his first days of playing football as a kid. But he certainly can't get lost in the moment right now. There's still a Super Bowl to be played, and his offense, they're looking to him to be their leader. You can take it all in when it's over. Right now, you've got the biggest game of your life to win.
So just 3 yards on the completion there, and that will bring up 2nd down. You look at this Super Bowl, the second appearance for this head coach. The first one did not go as planned, as we all know, but what do you think he's learned from that first go-around?
He learned how much it hurts to lose, and that's what you hear from coaches so often. They don't remember the wins as much as they remember the losses. You can talk about the media, the scrutiny, the hoopla, but once you've had to shake a head coach's hand and jog off the field and know you have to face the media, face your fans, face your home life, knowing that you've lost the Super Bowl, that hurts big time, and you're going to do everything possible to try to prevent that from happening again.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Good work after the catch, going to net them 23 and a first.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that.
Like that?
Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, do I have that dagger play? Do I have that play and just finish them off right now? Because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
Now McCarthy. He's got it complete to Gibbs. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down. Gibbs will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. A big one here early in this Super Bowl. It's 3rd and goal. Gibbs again, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Jahmyr Gibbs taking it in from a yard out. And the Ravens are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. So that a great sequence for these guys to begin the ball game. They force the punt on one end, then come right down the field and score on the other.
And that's a great example of leaning on each other and building a little momentum that way. How about the defense forcing the punt? Turns it over to the offense with confidence, and they take it downfield and score.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out, ready to send it away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive. Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Now that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Read option. This is Gibbs. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
This now a 3rd and 4. McCarthy off the play fake. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now to be 4th and short.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Orlando takes back over on offense. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Daniels. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. To throw is Daniels. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown. A great play there. 72 yards. And the Wizards are an extra point away from tying this Super Bowl at 7. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Here's McCarthy. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Gibbs straight ahead. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 12 yards the pickup there, good for a Raven first. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Looking to throw McCarthy. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down. Under a minute to go, clock running, and a back-and-forth first quarter of play. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. Throwing is McCarthy. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Ravens 1st down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. And we've got a lot more ahead of us here in Super Bowl 60. 2nd quarter coming your way next. 7-all is the score. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Appreciate everyone joining us. Super Bowl 60 here tonight. Time to begin the 2nd quarter. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis up in the booth as we get set to resume play. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. To the air with McCarthy. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gibbs. No gain on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
And his kick here is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
To the air goes Daniels. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he stopped immediately there. Juwan Bentley there to get him down. 2nd and 10. Play action, now it's Daniels. This to the tight end, Kincaid. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there, and he did a lot of that on that play.
Throwing now is Daniels. He's got it. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Touchdown! Dalton Kincaid from 3 yards out. And the Wizards have taken the lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is now 14-10. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It'll be a gain of 5, and now it's 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on 3rd down, McCarthy. And he will have a Ravens first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
Well, you can absolutely feel the thought process there. They just gave up the touchdown. So in the huddle, they're telling each other, you don't want to give it back now on a 3 and out. Nice job of making sure that they wouldn't, and they pick up the first down.
They'll go play action. Here's McCarthy. He gets this out wide, and I think the ball's out. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it, and somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Wide open receiver complete. And he's got this down to the 35. 3 catches for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl. It's a first down. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
And able to get this to the 31.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Working out of the gun is McCarthy. He completes it to Hunter. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down.
And the throw and the catch were just fine, but against zone coverage when you run a drag route, what you're hoping for is he makes the catch and makes someone miss, and they don't there. Very difficult route to run when everyone has their eyes back towards the quarterback and they're able to see the route develop.
Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. The Ravens on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw. McCarthy looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked up by Christian Fulton. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 2 minutes on the clock in the 2nd quarter of this Super Bowl. Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. Daniels looking to throw. This is caught by McMillan. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Daniels. He'll find McMillan here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 more yards for him there. It's a 1st down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. In motion, the tight end. Here's Daniels. To the right side here, caught by Kincaid. Look at the big man rumble. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Dalton Kincaid. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Wizards continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Butker now to add the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10. So that drive, 4 plays. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Raven offense going to take over late in this first half. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down. McCarthy operating from the gun. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. From the gun on 3rd down. McCarthy. That is caught. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. McCarthy going to throw again. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Now McCarthy. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. And right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. They'll look to throw again. Finds Gibbs on the check down. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So it's halftime here on sports' grandest stage in the Super Bowl. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment. It's been a tremendous season of football, but it's not over yet. One half remains to decide who will stand on the podium with the Vince Lombardi Trophy. And to call the second half, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Ravens offense and Jahmyr Gibbs headed back onto the field. And he's had his fair share of troubles in this one, unfortunately. This defensive front has wreaked havoc throughout the contest, and he hasn't been able to create enough space to make something positive happen to this point. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? On play action, McCarthy. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 3. Off the option, here's Gibbs. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 50 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Going back to Gibbs on first down. Jerome Baker there on the tackle.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I'd keep going back to him.
Another run for Gibbs here. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Here's McCarthy. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Oh, man. Just when the D thought they had the answer for him, he went and changed the question. Surprises him by taking off himself. Is able to set up his offense pretty with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Now from the 9, here's second and goal. Looking to throw McCarthy. This will be caught just inside the 10. They get only a yard there. Now it's third and goal.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not.
Third and goal, McCarthy. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Call it a loss of 8 there, and it's going to lead to a fourth down. Fourth and goal.
Third and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
Cameron Dicker on now to try the field goal. From the right hash, this from 33. And his kick is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
The Wizards offense and Jaden Daniels getting set for this next possession. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
yeah, not the case.
Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about seeing defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been hot so far. To throw is Daniels. Not wasting time, going right back to DK Metcalf. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Off the play fake, Daniels. He'll find Metcalf. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. In motion left goes a tight end. Now Daniels. That's caught by Kincaid, working the middle of the field. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that's going to bring up second down. Working out of the gun, Daniels. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal. To the air goes Daniels. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. This will go as an 11-yard loss there on first and goal. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Throwing now is Daniels. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield of man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's fourth down. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good. And the lead now 11, 24-13. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. The 71 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Throwing is McCarthy. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. Up next, the biggest quarter of the entire season. At the end of that, we get to crown a champion. From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd and 9. Only 1 quarter left here in Super Bowl 60 as we get set to begin the 4th. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. They'll go play action. Here's McCarthy. He's got it complete to Gibbs.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
To the air with McCarthy. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. McCarthy off the play fake. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. 3rd and 9 here. They'll go again with Gibbs. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. Cameron Dicker on now to try the field goal. From the right hash, this from 33. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Orlando takes back over on offense. And the tension ratcheting up all around. A 1-score game. 4th quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you folks came for. Every play with the potential to win or lose a title as they look to drain some time off this clock. And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4. Daniels looking to throw. This is caught by McMillan. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Operating from the gun, Daniels. They'll find McMillan here. But right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
His 2nd catch in the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down. Here's Daniels. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Again, he'll drop to throw. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 20-yard line. Back to throw again. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. This to the tight end, Kincaid. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Dalton Kincaid with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Wizards are starting to pull away in the 4th quarter of this Super Bowl. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is up to 15 now. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And they have had problems getting the running game in gear as we look through some of their attempts from earlier. They have just not been able to match the Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive, 1st and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now McCarthy. He completes it to Hunter. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. McCarthy throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. And he comes back with one complete. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Throwing again, McCarthy. And in for the Ravens touchdown. T. Higgins, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Ravens are able to cut into that deficit. So this now a 9-point difference. You figure the book here says kick the extra point, make it a 1-score game.
Now, you and I have seen coaches get overly aggressive in this spot, but I agree with you. Kick it here and get back within a score.
Extra point up and good by Dicker, as this gets him back within a touchdown and a two-point conversion. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Get a look at DK Metcalf as this offense returns to the field.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Well, he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's got it. Got his man on the end round. Complete. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Play action. Now it's Daniels. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. The offense back out on the field here following the 2-minute warning. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. A give left side to Robinson. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. So the Ravens now down by 8, a little under 1:50 remaining. And they have to have a touchdown to level this Super Bowl as they come up on first down. Back to throw. Able to find Ertz. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
They'll look to throw. Finding Ertz again. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Yes, down by a touchdown. They needed a big play here quickly, and they got one. And now, plenty of time. No need to panic, but you do need to move quickly.
Back to throw. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. He'll look to throw. I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. Second down, goal to go. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably...
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Able to get away. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Time for this one final knee to put a bow on this title bout. So it's our visitors that come away with a victory here, and it was thanks in large part to the play of their second-year quarterback.
Yeah, he really carved this defense up, didn't he? Threw for almost 400 yards, had 4 touchdown passes, and when he gets back to the locker room, there's a game ball definitely in his future. I can guarantee you that.
And they end this year just how everybody wants to end the year, holding the Lombardi Trophy. What a season for them. What a ride it's been for us as well here in the booth. For Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you next season right here on EA Sports.
starts as a dream, a belief that someday you'll join the greats and line up next to them on the same field.
Ready up. Set go. Set up. Hut. Go. Ready. Ready, ready. Hut, hut. Ready. Set it. Set go. Let's go. Set it. Ready. Go. Hut. Set. Ready. Go. Let's go now. Ready. Set. Ready, ready. Set. Hut, hut. Ready, ready. 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 Set, go. Get out. Hut. On the set. Set, go. Got it. Ready? Go. Here we go. Here we go. Ready. Here we go. Set. Ready. Ready, ready. Hut, go. Come on. Set. Set up. Set up. Ready. Let's go. Hut. Ready. Hut, hut. Go. Hut, go. Set. Ready. Ready, ready. On the double. Set. Let's go now. Hut, hut. Set. Set, go. Set. Ready. Here we go. Here we go. Ready. Ready. Here we go. Set. Set, go. Ready, ready. Hut, go. Come on. Set. Set up. Set up. Ready. Let's go. Hut. Ready, set. Set up. Ready. Okay, break. Hut. Set it. Hot it. Hot, hot. Ready. Let's go. Set, go. Ready. Set up. Hut. Go. Ready. On the ready. Go. Set. Ready, ready. Set, go. Hot, hot. Go. Ready. Set. Ready. Set, go. Set up. Let's go now. Hut. Ready, ready. Hut, go. Set up. Ready, ready. Set up. Hot, hot. Ready, ready. Ready. Ha! Hot, hot. Ha, go. Ready. Set, go. Set. Set up. Okay, ready? Hut! On the set. Go! Here we go, here we go! Got it! Ready? Ready? On the double. Ready, ready? Here we go, set! Hut, hut! Ready, ready! Set, go! Come on, set! Ready, ready? Ready, set.